This is probably one of the stupidest videos I've ever filmed, but as requested, here is the Crest 8600 running with the light hanging by the wires. We're not going to do all these crazy blade configurations with this because I don't want it shaking and making a mess, but I think it's probably fine to run it like this. I checked the connections and they're pretty strong. It's not going to fall. Interestingly enough, these light globes are still under manufacture, including the one in the center. You can buy these at Lowe's. So if it does fall, it's not like it can't be replaced. I don't want it to fall, but I don't think it's going to. But if it did, it's not a total catastrophe. Now this is low on the, I think this is low on the fan and low on the wall. Move up to low fan, medium on the wall. And the light is definitely connected. What is that squeaking sound? I've been hearing it on occasion all morning. I thought it was that windmill, but every time I hear it, I look outside and it's not windy. I don't know what that is. It's kind of weird. Okay, now we'll go to high on the control, low on the fan. And maybe we'll change the light to be like that. It's kind of a noisy configuration. Okay, now we'll move to medium on the fan, low on the wall control. So we really can get 9 speeds out of this with the wall control here. Maybe some of these are overlap, like I don't know. I've never really analyzed it closely, but it's possible that, you know, low on the control and or low on the fan, high on the control is the same as low on the control, medium on the fan. I don't know. Those controls just apply 2 different capacitor values that are kind of like a typical value you find in a fan. And so a lot of times the wall controls, the 3-speed ones, are pretty similar to the stock controls in the fans. I guess when you get the 4-speed controls, that's when it's a little bit different because there's a slower speed. Okay, now move up to medium on the controls on the fan and medium on the wall. Okay, now we'll go to high on the control, medium on the fan. So this is the fan's stock medium. You know, it just occurred to me, it's probably safer in terms of the shaking to run it with the light like this, because the shaking is not going to get transferred into the light through the wires. Okay, now we'll move to high on the fan and low on the wall. So these are now the wall controls speeds. I'll go to medium on the control. And now we'll go to the high. High fan, high control. Yeah, high on the wall, high on the fan. And yeah, I was correct. There's actually less shaking being transferred into the light. So, although this is still a stupid thing to do, for all the people that are saying, oh, it's going to break, it actually is probably safer for the whole piece of equipment to have done that testing like this. Because the light's not shaking out of control. Normally the light shakes uncontrollably even with all 6 blades when it's on high because it's just not in perfect balance. You can see the fan is still shaking a fair bit. Well, maybe the image stabilization is taking it out, but the fan itself does shake on high, even with all the blades installed properly. And of course the light amplifies the shaking, as these large kits tend to do. It's hard to get the exposure right. There's not a lot of sun today. Very cloudy. Okay, we'll cut that off. Yeah, this is actually surprisingly safe. Those, I made sure the connections are on the light very strong, and without the shaking, I really don't think anything anything bad would transpire here.